You know what scares the system more than anything else? A man who can think, fight, and walk away. A man who's mentally sharp, physically capable, and financially independent is a dangerous man. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build that life for yourself piece by piece. So the first of our 3 pillars here, how can we be mentally dangerous? A mentally dangerous man is a man who can control his emotions, he can control his addictions, and he can control his reactions. So maybe you're someone now who struggles with wanting to play video games all day, an addiction. Maybe you struggle with taking some substances which you know are harming you in the long run. Maybe when your girlfriend snaps at you and she says something because she's feeling emotional, you do not have the ability to not be reactive and you feel like you need to fight her about it. All these things are surefire ways to ruin your life. And if you have any of these things, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to be a truly dangerous man. So that's why we need to build up our mental fortitude and understand how to be responding to these situations, not reacting to them. A dangerous man is also a man who does not flinch under pressure. Maybe you're starting a new business. Maybe you're starting a side hustle. You've decided the time is now. You want to fix your life. You're going to make this happen. It's not going to be smooth sailing. Things are going to come up which you are not expecting, and at some stages you are going to want to quit. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Your whole family would be doing it. Your grandparents would have done it. It's not easy, and that's some of the beauty of it. So you need to be ready not to flinch when the fire gets turned up, when you're walking on hot coals, and when hard times come. You need to be the man who can understand what's going on, understand this is just part of the process, and be unflinching and do what he needs to do anyway, and find a solution to whatever problem comes up in your life. A mentally dangerous man is a man who stays calm in chaos. He's stoic, strategic, and unshakable. That doesn't mean that you're not going to feel some form of panic inside when things come up, but it's just understanding what you allow to manifest and what you allow to come of that. It's okay to panic a little bit, just don't go around showing that. So what are some ways you can practice being mentally dangerous? Read hard books. I might put a list in the description of some really good books to start reading, which I would highly recommend for people to look into if you want to start building up your mental fortitude and become a mentally dangerous person. Journal daily. It does not have to be perfect grammar, well thought out, constructed on paper. It can just be a mental dump. Just write 2 pages a day, write whatever you're thinking and feeling. If you do not know what to write, just write, I can't think of anything to write, again and again and again until you fill out your 2 pages. You can use it to complain, you can use it to do whatever, just get it out of your mind. The things that you know you need to be doing today, maybe you just want to talk about some issues you have with your girlfriend, whatever it is, get it out of your mind, put it on paper, and free up your mental real estate. And oftentimes, once you start writing this stuff down on paper and you come back and you look at it, suddenly it doesn't seem like a big of a problem anymore. You'll say to yourself, why was I stressing about that? Why did I even care? But the main thing is just getting it out of your mind and freeing up that mental real estate. Another thing, break comfort loops. You can try doing things like cold showers, fasting, solo travel. I would 100% recommend, if you're still a young man in your hometown and you haven't gone and seen the world by yourself, family holidays to some resort do not count. When I went to Thailand for 6 months by myself the first time, I had never once been outside of Australia, not once. And going to a different country for 6 months where I couldn't speak the language, I didn't even know how to travel internationally on an airplane. I got so much more mental growth from my 6 months spent in Thailand than I had the previous years in Australia. It's absolutely insane how much you will learn if you put yourself well out of your comfort zone, and you have to learn how to adapt and how to survive by yourself. There's no one there to do it for you. So now we know how to be a mentally dangerous man. Let's move on to our second pillar here, which is going to be how to be physically dangerous. Being physically dangerous is not just about aesthetics, it's about being capable. I love Ziz just as much as anybody, but just being jacked is not enough to be a physically dangerous man. A physically dangerous man is someone who can handle violence, protect someone, and endure pain. So what are some tactics we can use to get into this? Lift heavy, get minimum, absolute minimum, 1 fight training session in every week. It doesn't matter if you've never trained before, all the more reason why you should start now. Boxing, Muay Thai, personally I love Muay Thai because it incorporates almost anything, even something like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, grappling, wrestling, whatever it is. Minimum 1 fight session every single week, no excuses. If you start doing this, you will also be amazed at how much your mental confidence grows. I grew up in a town where there's a lot of little eshés, is what we call them in Australia, and rough families running around. The sort of people you try and avoid eye contact and keep your head down because they just pick random fights. When I came back from my 6 months in Thailand, I went back to work in the supermarket. Suddenly I didn't care about them anymore. I was walking around, my head held high, shoulders back, making eye contact. And I remember I was filling a shelf one day, and I looked up at one of these guys and made eye contact as he was walking through, and he apologized and got out of the way. And that had never happened to me before. And it was just because I was carrying myself confidently, because I knew that if push came to shove and we had to throw hands, I would win. I had that confidence, and that confidence was shown subconsciously through my actions. And people will see you as you perceive yourself. The way you perceive yourself gets output subconsciously. That's how people perceive you, and that's how they will treat you. So being physically dangerous also ties back to being mentally dangerous. If you want to get big and jacked, that is going to change your perception of yourself, and it's actually going to change the way you walk around and the way you get perceived by everybody in the world. Our third pillar here, being financially dangerous. Being financially dangerous is a man who does not rely on a paycheck, a job, or a boss. You can leave, you can invest, you can build, or you can just downright disappear and just go live the life you want. If you truly want a life of freedom, you need to have your own financial stability, and this is something you need to take very seriously now, because this will take time to build up. You won't make 10K a month in your first month of trying a business. If you've been afraid to start really chasing financial independence, you need to do it now, because it will take time to build up. You've got to stop putting that off. It's something you have to take seriously when you're young. Don't spend your years partying and come into this when you're 25, 30 thinking, now I'm going to set myself up, because you've already lost the best opportunity you have in your life to get yourself ahead and to get out there and live the life you want while you're still physically able to enjoy it. So how do we get financial independence? I think the best thing in this day and age is to learn high income digital skills. This is always the path that I was looking down, because if you truly want to be able to go anywhere in the world, if you truly want to be able to go, I want to go live in Thailand, you cannot do that unless you are getting your income digitally. I had a decent job in Australia. I was a manager in a supermarket and I was making good money on a salary, but if I wasn't there working, I was getting nothing. So find something digital, high income, and a skill so that you can't just get replaced and made redundant as soon as there's a new technology that comes out to do your job for you. And you can see all these different investing advices, you can see all these different methods people have for managing their money, but it really is as simple as stack cash, avoid debt, play long term. The longer you can put off spending your money for, the better it's going to be. I know how tempting it is to go out there and splash your first paycheck. When I was working in the supermarket, I had 2 cars, 2 motorbikes, and all that was happening is I had a slightly more comfortable ride to work. That was it. It was not worth it. Delay that gratification. Put that money away. Invest it. Even just keep it in a bank. It will depreciate, but that is so much better than spending it just because you can. And with these 3 pillars, you can become a truly dangerous man. And I know this because I started without any of them. I was broke. I was soft. I was a little skinny soy boy. But every choice I made built on the last. Muay Thai and weights gave me my body. It gave me my physical confidence. Affiliate marketing gave me location independent income, and my discipline gave me momentum. Dangerous is not a moment, it's a path that you embark on. It's something you commit to and something you're going to stay with long term. So what you need to do in this moment is you need to commit to stacking your pillars: mind, body, money. Just like that. It really is that simple. Remove vices, remove distractions, and remove your comfort crutches. If you're deciding now in this moment that you want to live a life like this and you want to become a dangerous man, it's important to understand this. The world is unfortunately built for soft men, but you need to decide that you're not ready to blend in. You need to decide that you are going to be a dangerous man and you are going to do whatever it takes to break through and to live the life you truly want. If you want indisputable proof that what I'm telling you now actually works and it really is this simple, here's a photo of me before I started implementing these tactics, and here's a photo of me now. You tell me which one you prefer. I think it's a very simple decision. So, hit subscribe if you're ready to build a life that makes you truly dangerous. Drop a like on this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you are going to change your life around now and you're going to dedicate to becoming the dangerous man you were always supposed to be. So I hope you enjoyed this video, lads. I hope you got lots out of it. And as always, I'll see you boys in the next video.